Shut up.
Shut up. You're telling me to shut up?
Please, just shut up. I am so sick of hearing you talking all the time. Don't you ever just shut up?
I'm going to take a walk.
No. I'm taking a walk. You can stay here with your...
Okay, one of the best Sex in the City episodes ever. And it's a scene that's familiar to a lot of people, a lot of couples, you know, really anyone in a relationship. So we're talking about it today. Fair fighting. Julie Jeske, our relationship expert, has come in to help guide us through, you know, what is fair. And I guess we should start with, is fighting bad?
Right. No, fighting is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
What's bad is those crazy, you know, knock them down fights, or totally bottling up and keeping it in and just, you know, sitting in silence, angry, stewing silence. So we want to find something kind of in the middle so that you can talk about what's going on and come up with a resolution.
Okay, so it's not unhealthy.
No, it's not.
And
That's good to know.
Yeah, what are the rules then?
So people have some of their own rules, but I'll tell you some of the overarching rules, okay? And I've got a bunch of them listed at my website too that might help people.
Okay.
But some things to keep in mind is focus on solving the problem.
Instead of being right?
Yes.
Oh, darn it.
Yes.
I really like to be right.
Try to be on the same team, right? So when you're on the same team and one person doesn't have to be right and one person doesn't have to be wrong, how wonderful is that?
Yeah.
If you want to take a time out, if you want to take some time away, make sure you put some boundaries around it. Like, I'm feeling like I might say something that could hurt you. I need to take 10 minutes. I will be back in 10 minutes.
So
rather
press the
than
pause button.
Yes.
I usually go, I need a 20-second.
Fantastic.
You do that?
Look at how healthy she is right here.
Or I say to Mark, you need a 20-second.
Ah.
She's speaking man language.
Football term.
Illegal procedure.
Yes. So you ask
step.
for the time and then you define how much time that is going to be as well.
Don't bring up past problems.
No. Here's the thing. If you're fighting about doing the chores, don't talk about how you hate your mother-in-law and how, you know, you're not getting enough foreplay as well in the same fight. That can overwhelm it, and then we're going to have a winner and a loser. We're not going to have two people trying to resolve something.
So no
promise
bait and
you-
switch.
Yeah. I'll never talk about the mother-in-law and foreplay in the same conversation.
You just don't want to, like, pile on. People call it garbage dumping or
Stay
kitchen
focused.
sinking. Yes.
Stay focused on the
Stay
task or
focused.
the fight at hand.
And limit it.
Yeah, 30 minutes. Because we cannot process information that just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So 30 minutes, if it's not resolved, set time to come back to it tomorrow. And the same thing is you want to take turns, because if you've got one person who's like, and another thing, and this, and the other person's just sitting there being lectured to, that's not a fair fight either.
Right. Yeah, do men and women fight differently? Like, we've got Jake, who's new to us, and I want to hear, I mean, just, you know, everyone
Shut
has...
up, Jake. Just shut up.
I'm going for a walk.
Is that how you do it? You
No.
just eat hot dogs.
Yeah, right, yes.
Yeah.
We're still a pretty young couple. We actually don't fight all that often. We do the bottling up. We're going to do all that later.
They're having a baby in a couple weeks.
Oh, wow.
Which
Yeah.
changes things.
Well, because you're cranky when it first happens, because you're not getting
Sleep deprived.
Right.
Yeah.
You say things you don't mean, etc.
And we're not often
TMI,
taught how to
Joey.
fight. You know what I mean? Like, my parents didn't say, this is how you have a fight, right? So you're learning these new skills. So don't be embarrassed or ashamed if you don't know how to have a fair fight. Most of us weren't taught how to do that.
What are the do's of having a
So
fight?
those were the do's, the don'ts.
Right, what are the,
No name calling. No abusive language. No, do not get physical. Like, do not get physical.
We don't say shut up in our house.
Yeah, so you don't
That's
want to
kind of
do
a
that
bad
in a
word.
fight then. Yeah, whatever feels offensive to you, attack the problem, not your partner. Don't make threats, especially this one. I don't want to ever hear about couples threatening divorce during a fight. Because
that's a bad one.
when someone does that, it's like, the fight is completely off kilter.
Once you've said that, you can't go back from that. Well, and so part of, I think, fighting, these are all good tips, but when you're really upset, like, how do you stick to these, really? You know, because it's hard to do that when you're so mad. So what do you do?
Talk about, you set your rules and talk about them when you're not fighting. So you're setting yourself up for a healthy fight. And then I have a lot of my couples post them where they can see them, so they can refer to those while they're fighting. And then it just takes practice.
Yeah, but then you're fighting about the fighting rules.
Yeah, don't be like, Julie
broke the
said,
rules.
or look at the fair fight thing.
We're at 29 minutes, wrap it up.
If you can just remember to treat your partner with loving care, and that you're fighting about something that's outside of your relationship, it's almost like a third thing. You know, I'm not fighting about you, I'm not mad at you, it's this thing.
Right.
that can help.
And so do we have homework this week?
Yes. This week is to figure out your fair fight rules.
Okay.
So, you can look at the things we talked about. You can go to my blog. I listed some, and I also give a reference to another website. And so you define what feels safe for you and your partner when you are having an argument.
Okay. JulieJeske.com. Thank you so much.
Always good advice.
No argument from me.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.